Hey everybody, Dome here! It's time once again to rate and highlight some interesting streamers of Team Fortress 2 on Twitch, so let's go forth and do that. Yeah. The first stream is called Fireball727. There's something somewhat weird about the way the streamer plays Team Fortress 2. The mouse movement is very odd. It's really jittery and hyper-aggressive. I guess it has something to do with mouse sensitivity or the way they play, but it's just really awkward. In the background of the stream, very repetitive music plays. It's like some royalty-free crap that just plays the same beat over and over again, repeating, but slightly different every single time. It's mind-numbingly bad. Alongside the stream, there's a link to the music that plays on stream. The playlist is labeled as Dank Beats. Wow! Yeah, these beats sure are dank. They're not dank, they're actually quite bad. But yeah, whatever. To each his own. For some reason, there's a camera on screen that shows a mouse in a dark room. If you have the camera, why not, I suppose? Why not? One thing to note about the stream, as far as I've observed, the streamer never talks. Speaking of the streamer, they're above average skill level, I'd say. Overall, if you don't care about interacting with the streamer, consider watching this stream. It's pretty good. This stream is called itsweenypenisjoke. Good job, sir. At first I had to double check if we've covered this streamer before, cause it seems like this is like an older fella we covered or something. This is someone we already saw, right? Either that or they're really generic that they could be interchanged with any other streamer and I wouldn't know the difference. This stream feels like a homogenized mix of every stream I've seen before in my life. It's all just gray and bland. Music plays in the background of this stream. It's a mixed bag. One song was an upbeat chiptune sort of song, and it was pretty good. The next song was bagpipes and screams of agony. That was pretty bad. I don't know how hell sounds like, but it probably sounds something like that. This is kind of humorous. At one point when I was watching, the streamer got startled by a notification. Afterwards, they claimed they have to change the sound. I have absolutely no respect for people who use Beats headphones. Beats by Dre headphones are garbage. Actually, they're overpriced as they front load the cost of advertisement onto the consumer, but anyways, moving on. Every day when I take the metro or the bus to school or to work or to wherever, I see people with Beats by Dre headphones and I think to myself, what a scrub of full life. Anyways, despite everything negative said so far, this guy's not that bad. He seems down to earth. I would recommend this stream. This stream is called robicrabbit. This stream is the absolute worst stream on a technical level. It's basically unwatchable. The stream periodically cuts off. To get the footage you're seeing, I had to refresh over and over and over and over again. From what I can gather from the brief moments of time when I actually could see the streamer is somewhat negative. They're not the happiest person in the world. It seems like the lag that's causing the stream to cut off also extends to the gameplay. The streamer is playing pyro, and they basically can't ignite people directly in front of them. That's some bad lag. Alright, I can't make a definitive claim about this stream in any sort of way. I can't give you a definitive conclusion on whether or not you should watch it. I'd be willing to do a follow-up if the stream quality improves in the future. Until then... This stream is called Trackmer. This stream is pretty good. I like this guy's accent. One problem with the stream is that the microphone quality is pretty low. The streamer doesn't seem to have a pop filter, so every breath makes a sound. Every nostril-based exhalation is extremely audible. Like that, except with more distortions. In addition, the low microphone quality also makes it hard to understand the streamer sometimes. At first I wasn't going to recommend this guy, but like a flesh-eating virus, he grows on me. He makes pretty solid observations. He's pretty entertaining. Watch this stream if you like. This stream is called Lifestogame, and this stream is a great example of streaming practices that should be avoided. Basically, the entirety of the execution of the stream is poorly done. The stream overlay covers the top and the bottom of the screen. The top of the screen has information on dead players and teammates and enemies and stuff like that. It shouldn't be covered. The camera covers the health bar. This stops vital, interesting information from being delivered to the viewers. The streamer's camera's green screen effect seems to be improperly set up, as it's glitching out like crazy. This streamer never talks. This raises the question, what's the point of a camera and putting yourself on screen if you're never going to say anything? Seeing the streamer, it's like a relationship. A back and forth between the chat and the person who's playing the stream. The camera is redundant to a degree, if there's no actual back and forth. There's a chat window on screen. That in itself isn't that bad, but this chat window is annoyingly placed and never fades away. The last thing to note, this guy's really bad at Team Fortress 2, but practice makes perfect. Eventually they'll become better. Until then, I would not recommend the stream. Also because of all the other reasons, and not just because of the skill level. Moving on. This stream is called Perinea. The first most noticeable thing about the stream is the custom hit and kill sounds this streamer uses. Oh my god, they're horrifically bad. Every time I hit an enemy, it sounds like a person with an accent saying yeah. Sort of like, ya, ya, ya. Man, that's offensive. Why would you put that as your hit sound? Just listen for yourself. The on-kill sound isn't any better. It's like strangling a cat. It's like, ah! The music that plays in the background of the stream is also not great. Imagine your favorite song with the very soul ripped out, and then it becomes a shell of nothingness. That's the type of music you'll experience watching the stream. So it's probably safe to say the auditory aspect of the stream is very poor. The streamer isn't very good at Team Fortress 2. They're about average skill level. Unfortunately, there isn't much more to say about the stream. Overall, would not recommend the stream. Prominently featured on that streamer's page is the link to their Tumblr. And, I don't know, no comment, I just want to show you guys this. This stream is called Pancake Mix. So I noticed something strange about this stream. This is one of those things where, once it's pointed out, it can't be unheard, so I'm probably ruining the experience for you. Because the microphone is directly in front of the streamer, they unintentionally nudge it constantly while playing the game, and so you hear a very faint bow wow 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 bow wow 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 sound. Like I said, once it's pointed out to you, you'll hear it every single time, and it's annoying, and it ruins the experience. Sorry about that, I ruined the experience for you. It's sometimes difficult to understand what the streamer is saying. They mumble a lot. There's music that plays in the background of the stream. It's poorly balanced, it's basically barely audible. It may even be that there's not even music playing in the background. It's just ambient music from a different room that's picked up by the microphone. The last thing to note, I would make a negative comment about the face in the top left corner of the screen, but honestly, it's the reason why I clicked on this stream to watch in the first place, so it's actually a positive thing. It's very good at making people come to watch a stream. I'd imagine, I suppose. Anyways, I would recommend this streamer, he's okay.
Nom 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 nom.
This stream is called Error Proxy, which is a really cool name. The title of the stream is called Triple Screen Setup, and I am inclined to believe that is correct. It seems like the point of the stream is just to test a triple screen setup, and they're doing it, and it's actually pretty cool and mesmerizing. This stream has no voice commentary, there's no streamer talking alongside the gameplay. It's just straight up watching a triple screen setup of Team Fortress 2 being played. Given that, I would not recommend this stream unless you just want to see this pretty trippy thing. I mean, this is pretty cool, I could stare at this all day. And in fact, I think I'll just keep talking. I'll just be saying nothing of interest right now, just so I can continuously just keep watching this. Just look at it go. Whoa. One way to think about it, and probably the only way you could really think about it, is imagine it's cut into threes. So the middle screen is a monitor, the left screen is a monitor, the right screen is a monitor. What if I put something on screen so that the division is visible? Interesting. Alright, let's move on to the next stream. This stream is called Whitestone, and instead of a W in the white of white stone, it's two V's. This stream is really bad. It consists of a guy playing instant respawn 2 fort, camping the enemy's intel room over and over and over. Basically the entirety of the time I was here watching, one thing occurred. The streamer respawns, takes a teleporter, camps the enemy's intel room, dies, respawns, takes a teleporter, camps the enemy's intel room, dies, respawns, takes a teleporter. It's been a good 40 minutes and nothing of this routine has changed. There is, however, one exception. At one point he respawned, went down to his intel room, saw that there was no one there, felt stupid, and went back upstairs to take the teleporter. This stream is just so repetitive that I could probably take one set of footage, repeat it, and no one would know the difference. Or at least no one would be actually missing out on anything watching the repeated footage. Another negative point towards this stream is that the streamer uses a loud mechanical keyboard. Imagine listening to the stream and hearing... Annoying, isn't it? The streamer himself is kind of like vanilla ice cream. It's as if you make a character in a video game, like a sim in The Sims, and you left all the character traits empty. This produces the blandest person you could think of, and that's what I'm watching right now. Okay, that was a little harsh, I take that back. They're probably an okay gentleman if you get to know them. Overall, the stream is not great, would not recommend. This stream is called Dorko Sticks. From the dawn of time, there have been two sets of people. People who reload the entire clip of a scattergun, and people who shoot and reload one clip at a time. And this guy reloads one clip at a time and it's infuriating. I can't watch this, just because of that one little fact. It's somehow mind-bogglingly annoying. Unexplainably and irrationally annoying. And, I hate it. No, but seriously, irrationally, I really despise shooting and reloading a single clip at a time with the scattergun. Anyways, in terms of gameplay, the streamer isn't doing anything particularly exciting. They're playing Stop That Tank! A mod game mode that has to be screamed, because there's an exclamation point. What I like about the stream is the color coordination. The streamer is wearing blue, and has blue headphones, and is on blue team. It just feels so right. It just feels so right. Man, it's really gonna suck when the streamer gets put on red team. Another thing to note about the stream is that the camera placement covers the health bar. When will the streamers learn? How many times do I have to say, don't do that? Two more closing notes. The audio and video of this stream is out of sync, and the streamer doesn't talk often. Overall, okay stream, consider watching, but it's okay if you don't. This stream is called Foxy Senpai 786, and this stream has a trippy effect going on. I wonder if it's intentional. Regardless, this trippy effect is the reason why I clicked on this stream from the thumbnail, and so we're going to review the stream. Starting off, the auditory portion of the stream is very poor. There's a mechanical keyboard, and the streamer is not playing music. They're playing music in the room that they're in. At least I'm 90% sure. The streamer's computer isn't 100% up to the task of running Team Fortress 2. Throughout the stream, every so often, the game will freeze for a good 10 seconds at a time. Even the streamer makes regard towards this happening, saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, this is sucky. Oh man, I wish you wouldn't do this." Stuff like that. Maybe because it was the early morning when I watched the stream, but this streamer is really low energy. At one point he yawns, and it causes me to yawn. Hopefully it doesn't cause you to yawn, but you never know. This streamer isn't very well lit. Here's a quick tip for streamers with cameras. Consider putting light on you so you become the focal point of the camera experience. Kinda sounds like I'm being condescending and sarcastic, but I'm not. Seriously, lighting in front of you is really good when streaming. I still kinda sound like a dick. Okay. Lamps are fun. Use them. That's better. Closing thoughts. This stream isn't that great. The streamer is playing Free Fortress 2. All around not that interesting. Would not recommend the stream. This stream is called HD372 and it is, unfortunately, unwatchable. Here's yet another stream suffering from technical difficulties. This stream has a very bad frame rate, as you probably already saw and are seeing right now on screen. It's a real shame considering this stream is very good quality. It's quite entertaining. This guy's awesome to listen to, but horrible to watch because of the frame rate. I just can't sit here and just watch this. I have to help, I have to intervene. Okay, we're doing this. Hey. Consider changing your stream settings as the stream is very choppy.
We've almost capped actually. Yeah, again, not the best play.
Alright, that should do. This stream is called, Finji RFK, I guess? This is a Russian stream, and I just want to highlight it. It has a super ugly overlay, small gameplay window, flying stuff around, green screen not working properly. It's just a mess of weirdness and, you know, glorious in a weird way to look at. Let's move on. For the final stream to be highlighted in this video, I'm going to review something specific, something that was requested by many people. Now, before I begin, the point of these streamer review videos is to highlight lesser known streamers, so this is going to be a deviation of sorts. This streamer is quite well known. Alright, you asked for it, and so I shall deliver. I'm going to be reviewing a streamer called Uncle Dan. Huh. That's kind of a weird, funny coincidence. I have an Uncle Dan in real life. Like a literal uncle named Dan. It's short for Danny. He's a scruffy, balding white guy in his 50s or 60s who wears glasses and has an affinity for nice sweaters. And oh my god, is that him? Holy crap! Oh, what the hell? It isn't, but it's a spitting image of him. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. Let's put this behind us and move on and do the review. But damn, that's crazy. This stream is called Uncle Dan, and this streamer is pretty good, and this stream is pretty entertaining to watch. When I first started watching this stream, the streamer proposed some weird balance suggestions. They said the power and the soldier should have self-healing of sorts, and that other classes other than the engineer and the medic should be support classes. Like they should have an optional support role as a sort of loadout. And you know, I guess these suggestions make sense, they're pretty cool I suppose. This streamer calls random crits an old game mechanic that doesn't work anymore. They ask why it wasn't removed from the game a long time ago. And to that I say, yeah, I agree. Screw random crits. Well, actually, the more I think about it, random crits are good for noobs. They help newbie players get kills they otherwise wouldn't deserve. So despite them feeling bad, like their skill level makes them not that great, they didn't contribute a lot, when they land that random crit, they feel like they contributed. They did well, they killed someone. So by this logic, random crits have a place in pubs, and they're already disabled in competitive play where the situation doesn't occur. This argument about crits can go on forever. It's a give and take. Perhaps random crits should be removed from the entirety of the game, perhaps not. Let's just move on. One negative point towards the stream is that occasionally the streamer will spend long spans of time without saying anything. In terms of things the streamer is saying, they're quite insightful. They say insightful things, unlike me who says redundant things. It's interesting to get into the mindset of the streamer. They were playing heavy and they were talking about how they use target prioritization. It's a big part of the gameplay of the heavy class, and one defining factor separating mediocre play from exemplary play. You can tell by the things they say. This streamer understands the game at a very deep level. They understand the mechanics and they explain them as they go along. It's interesting, it's worth watching. I'd suggest this stream. All things considered, this is a good stream worth watching. Personally, it's not my cup of tea, but I see value in it and I'd suggest people watch it. And this video is over. Today we reviewed some streamers to highlight positive and negative streaming practices, and maybe we got some entertainment value out of it too. Thanks for watching, and before concluding, know this. I know it's not Uncle Dan, but rather Uncle Dane. No need to point out this intentional pronunciation-based error that was made for comedic effect. What's that? You already pointed it out in the comments? Well, have a nice day. Thanks for watching! Au revoir!